So welcome back to part 2 of life cycle of being an employee and an entrepreneur. So last week I covered this particular section of being an employee, and this week I will talk about the life cycle of being an entrepreneur. So if you haven't watched my past video about being an employee, this particular life cycle of being an employee and going through this funnel, you can click on the link above or in the description to watch that video. And now let's start with video number 2, the part 2 of life cycle of an employee and an entrepreneur. So let's start the journey of being an entrepreneur and the journey worth sharing in a funnel format. So you can see the journey of an employee. So here you will start the journey of an entrepreneur, and again I will draw a funnel. This time it is a reverse funnel. So it goes something like this, and then it expands. It goes something like this, and then it expands and become funnel. Okay, so when you start the journey of being an employee, you start with a set of excitement, and when you start as an entrepreneur, again you have an idea in mind, you have a thought in mind, you want to build a product or service around it, so you start with the same level of excitement. So this layer is called as excitement layer. So there is a visible difference. You can see the excitement on being join a fresher has a big width, but here you have a small width, because here the people who are joining the company freshers are a lot of people in hand which graduate from the college. But when you start the journey of being an entrepreneur, you are just a bunch of people, or even just a single person who has a set of idea in his mind and he want to convert it into a big business. So you start small always. Now after you pass through the excitement phase, you build a basic foundation. There is a next step, a next layer which you will pass on, and that layer is called as the layer of self growth. So once you start your business, you are excited, you enter the layer of self growth, which means you will be working on a lot of self improvement in developing your skill, set of your skills, whether it's related to finance, accounting, or building a product or a service to flourish your business as a whole. So in this phase, you will be working like an employee, because you don't have the resources to hire a lot of people, a lot set of people around you. You want to flourish or make a foundation of your building, of your structure, and that's why this phase requires a lot of self-learning or self-growth. You will be indulging a lot of time, maybe 18 to 20 hours a day, in specializing or mastering the craft. So you will be working equivalent to an employee which works around the clock for long hours. And then you will pass on through this phase, which is again one of the very important phase. It's called as lean phase. So this is the phase where the prototype of your product or service has been built by you or by your set of people whom you are working with, and then you market it out, you check the demand, you check the service, and you will know whether your requirement of the product is there or not. You will be very enthusiastic at this point, but there will be chances when you build something, the demand is less, your profits are less, your losses are more. So this is why this is called as lean phase. So the other name of this phase is also, I called it low phase, which is losses or wins. Either you lose or you win. You will have small profits in hand, but there are high chances that you will also have large losses. So this is why it is called as lean phase or a beta phase, or you can say low phase of your business. So this is the phase where you decide either to wrap up your business and become an employee again, or to move ahead, invest more, take more chances, fine tune your product or services, and again try to move up the layer. So this is the deciding phase for your business. Especially for the small business, they fail on this particular level, or they stay at this level for throughout their life. So you need to pass on this phase. So it can last for a month or a 6 month or 2 years or 5 years, depending upon the business and depending upon how you master your craft. And then you move ahead to the next phase, which is called as the phase of strategy and growth. So strategy and growth is one when you have proved that your product is going to do well in the market, your product or service that you are offering is going to do well in the market. You pitch your ideas to the market, it gets accepted, the people start believing and trusting in you, and they are ready to pay you the price. And this is where you get the investment part for your business, the much needed investment to expand further. And after this part, there comes another phase, which I call it the phase of a unicorn. So this is the phase where you have grown a lot. You have become, so unicorn basically means you have $1 billion valuation. So $1 billion valuation doesn't mean you are profitable. There are startups in India and in US which are valued as unicorn, $1 billion plus revenue, but they are not profitable. So again, there is one more step that you need to cross to become a full-time entrepreneur or a stable business owner, and that is called as the layer of fortune. So this is the layer where your company or your business has finally crossed the mark of success. This is the layer, just like you have a Tesla now listed on the S&P 500. They have started as a bottom and become a lean phase. They are on losses, and now slowly they are in the fortune phase. Everyone appreciate their product and services. It's like a Google, it's like a Facebook. All these companies are on this particular level. They are everywhere. They're expanding everywhere. They're everywhere. They're on your mobile, on your devices, and also on your mind. So that's where you wish to achieve. So you can see the level, the width is the number of people. Like I told here, is the number of people. So when you start small. When you grow very big. So this is the level which you wanted to achieve. And there is something which I talked about in the last episode. It's called as social gravity. It goes downwards. But when you take this step, the step of being an entrepreneur, so it actually goes against the social gravity. This is not designed by the society. This is, which means if you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to put an extra effort to break the social gravity, which is the predefined standard of the society. You need to break those and then advance your business. Be it a new technology, a new product, or a new service. You need to break this social gravity which is already there in the minds of a people. So that's why becoming an entrepreneur is difficult, because society doesn't have a system to support it as a whole. A new idea which is born is not appreciated right away. It needs time to prove itself. So that's why you need to go against the social gravity and become a success before the people or the society starts following you. But as an employee, you are part of the social gravity. This is designed by the society. You can follow the path and reach the magician phase. Here you can follow the path and reach the fortune phase. So before I close, there is a very important part which I would like to touch upon, and that is to pass on from this layer of excitement to become a magician. In employee, it needs a minimum of 20 to 40 years for you to reach from here to here, and for an entrepreneur to reach from here to here, it may take him a period of 10 to 20 years. That's the power of multiplying people. So as you move above, there are a lot of things for you, and as you move down, you are the one specialized here. So it will take you around 10 to 20 years to become a successful entrepreneur, and here it will take you 20 to 40 years. So this is the average cycle for being an employee and entrepreneur, and you can decide for yourself which one you want to be. So that's about the video. I hope you have liked it, and do drop your comments about thoughts on this, and there are related videos I have shared on the screen. You can watch them out and let me know how you find it. Do remember to subscribe and watch the next video. Thank you.